Hello everyone, my name is Widiena Aurellia Saifani with the student number 090. So today I'm going to present it to you about the government in the United States and focusing on the material about election and the political parties. And the first material is about election in the USA. So US elections are a key part of American democracy. They help ensure that leaders are responsible for their action and that no one gains too much power. When the founding fathers create the American political system, they debate how much power should be given to the people and how to make sure the government stay responsible. Over time, many changes have been made to make election fair and more democratic, such as expanding voting rights and reforming campaign rules. And next is about congressional and presidential election. The first one is House of Representatives, elected directly by the people every 2 years, originally with no term limits. The number of seats each state receives is based on population, adjusted every decade by census, with the total cap at 435 members. The large and growing size of district has implications for representation and accountability. And the next is Senate. Senators serve 6-year terms, with one-third elected every 2 years, originally chosen by state legislature. Direct election began after the 17th Amendment in 1913. Each state, regardless of size has two senators and vacancies are temporarily filled by state governor. And the next is presidency. The president and the vice president are elected by the whole country for 4 years. The 22nd Amendment in 1951 says that they can only serve 2 terms. The Electoral College, rather than the popular vote, decides the winner, with the number of electors per state based on its total congressional representation. Most states use a winner-take-all system, magnifying the significance of swing states while leaving other states less competitive and influential. And the next is about the primaries, direct democracy, and the local election. The primaries before most election, political parties hold primaries, open or closed, or meet to select candidates. The system is seen as more democratic but can lead to destructive internal competition or manipulation by opposing parties in open primaries. State and local election. U.S. citizens also vote for state representative, governor, and a range of local officials such as sheriff, district attorneys, judges, school board, and many more. Many states employ ballot initiative, referenda, and recall election, providing citizens with direct control over laws and officials. This approach can both strengthen and complicate democracy by engaging voters in intricate or highly specific issues. And the next is about expanding the right to vote. Over time, more people in the United States have gained the right to vote. African Americans were given the legal right to vote by the 15th Amendment in 1870. However, many were still blocked from voting until the Voting Rights Act of 1965 stopped discrimination. Women earned the right to vote across the whole country in 1920 through the 19th Amendment after many years of fighting for it state by state. Native Americans were officially given the right to vote after the Senior Act in 1924, but some states still made it hard for them until the 1960s. The 26th Amendment in 1971 lowered the minimum voting age from 21 to 18, enabling millions of young people to vote. Next is about the election in the 21st century. In the 21st century, US presidential election usually fall into two types. Open race, which happen after a president has served 2 terms, like in 2000 and 2008. And next is re-election races when the current president runs again, like in 2004. Exciting or close races often lead to more people voting. However, problems still exist, such as the strong influence of money, differences in voter turnout, and debates about fairness. Some elections, like those in 2000 and 2004, were very close and led to legal battles and discussion about the electoral college system. New ideas for reform are often suggested, but not all succeed. These debates show that American democracy continues to change as people search for better ways to make election fair, open, and accountable. And the next is about the political parties. Political parties are central to politics in the United States. They help organize voters, support candidates, and provide choices at election. The United States has a two-party system, which means that two main political parties, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, dominate the country political landscape, while these two parties consistently win most elections. There are also third parties that play smaller roles and sometimes influence public debate. There are two major parties such as Democratic Party. This is the oldest active political party in the US. Its influence has shaped many laws and policies over the centuries. Founded in early 19th century, the Democratic Party traditionally supports social programs, government regulation of the economy, civil rights, and a progressive taxation. They are generally considered more liberal. The symbol of the Democratic Party is the donkey and its color is blue. And the next is Republican Party. The Republican Party is also called the GOP, which stands for Grand Old Party. Created in opposition to the expansion of slavery, the Republican Party quickly became one of the two dominant US parties. Founded in the 1854, the Republican Party supports free market capitalism, less government intervention, lower taxes, and strong national defense. They are generally considered more conservative. The symbol of the Republican Party is the elephant and its color is red. There are also the other parties in the USA. The first one is the Libertarian Party, which supports personal freedom and less government control. Next is the Green Party, which focuses on protecting the environment and promoting social justice. And the last is the Constitution Party, which emphasizes traditional values and the US Constitution. And next is about the how parties work in election. In most election, candidates from the Democratic and Republican parties compete for votes. Third-party candidates can also run, but they rarely win mayor election. Each party chooses its candidates for president during a process called the primary election. When their candidates win, parties help organize government office and legislative bodies. The final election for president happens every 2 years in November. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.